Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going back to basics. When I say basics, I'm going back to a type of pour that I used to do when I first started fluid art, and that is just a simple Dutch pour. My Dutch pours have evolved massively, so I tend to do more explosive Dutch pours or really chaotic Dutch pours, but not Dutch pours with negative space. So I'm going to go back to that, back to the basics, back to how I originally started fluid art. I'm going to mix it up slightly. I'm going to have a split colour base. I'm really inspired by spring. There's loads of blossom out. So the base is going to be very pale greens. And then the design colours are going to be, there's going to be a pinks, a darker pink, a bit of bronze and a bit of darker green. So very nature and blossom inspired Dutch pour. The canvas is 60 by 30 centimetres. The base colour, the main colour I'm using is this colour here. So it's the iridescent green yellow by Pebeo, but I didn't want it that bright. I wanted it a much duller, much paler version. So I've actually mixed up 3 versions of it, and I've mixed them with pearl white instead of white. Now that one, it almost looks like a slightly dirty white actually, but I wanted it very pale. And then this one I've got slightly more green, and then this one's got the most green. So my canvas, it's a long canvas, and I don't know if you can see, but I've just sketched on a rough design, a rough layout of how I would like the Dutch pour. So I've got 4 sections, so I think I'm going to do 2 sections, probably the darkest green, so maybe these outer 2, and then maybe the mid green and then the whiter one there. So I'm going to pour this on just to try and show you the consistency. So all these paints are 2 parts PVA pouring medium, 1 part paint, half a part water. So I mix them all the same, and then I just had a little play and little mix of them all to see which were the runniest, and actually watered them down, the thicker ones down to the consistency of the runnier. So I think I'm just going to pour some on. I want to try and keep roughly to these lines. So I'm going to pour it on, then I'll blow it out, probably 1 section at a time. Right, let's put some of the colours down. Let's start with the bronze. So I'm just going to do a line in the gaps. I'm just going to, now there's a few gaps still, so I'm just going to blow the greens up to the colours. And I'm going to blow this out from this end, and I'm going to try and do this really slowly to really try and think about the direction that I'm blowing the paint out in. in principle, I've got something here, but there's a lot of work to do. I don't like at all how the edges have become all irregular. So I'm now going to use my breath to blow around quite a lot, just to try and get the nice soft shapes around the edge of all these sort of petals. Right, much happy with the balance of this now. The colours are beautiful, but I'm not finished. I want to try and, with the end of a paintbrush, move the paint around a little bit so it looks a little bit more like some petals or some leaves or some flowers. So I'm just going to draw the green in slightly in a few places. I've got extremely mixed feelings about this. The positives, the colours are great. Absolutely love the colours. They haven't muddied, so the paint consistency was great. They were thick enough to hold. The greens I love, absolutely love the greens. And I really like the balance of the darker green here and here, and then lighter still. I really like that. That's worked well. The colours together are absolutely beautiful. You've got a little hint of that bronze in there. There's not that much. I torched, so I've got lots and lots of little speckles, so I don't know whether I should have torched or not. I'm using PVA glue pouring medium, so I wasn't expecting a lot of cells. The colours, the colours there, just beautiful. I do like the flow of it. I like the composition of it. I'm just not sure I'm particularly good at this type of pour. I've seen lots of fluid artists do absolutely amazing styles of Dutch pour like this, with finger dragging and just manipulating the paint afterwards once it's blown out. I'm just not sure it's my thing. But I've done it. We'll let it dry and see what it's like then, and decide whether to do any more. So I'll be back when it's dry. So it's now dry, and I have to say it's really grown on me, this piece. I just wasn't sure when it was wet. It's definitely still not my favourite, but it definitely has grown on me. I absolutely love this pale green. And I think of all the four sections, the three colours, I prefer this one because it's so often I think the reason I'm happy with this is because, can you see all the texture in the pearl, in the iridescence? So when you often use iridescent colours, pearl colours, and pearl white, you can see the movement in it. So all the other colours just dry really flat, but for some reason you can see the movement of the paint, where it rested, where it settled, and where it's dried, and I just think that works really well. The colours are gorgeous. I love how the feathering, where the lines have been pulled through. I'm really happy with the flow. I'm really happy with the composition of it as well. So overall, yes, I would say it's worked. I'm reasonably happy. I'm not sure I'm in a rush to do this again, this style, but I've just enjoyed the sort of going back to my original, how I started, back to original pours and trying another Dutch pour. Definitely going to use this colour scheme again though, and definitely the pale green, really happy with that. Please give me a thumbs up if you think it works. If you like it, please leave me any comments. Right, thanks for watching. Bye.